Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. So we're here on Clement Star 1 where last time we took out the relay and the local space hive or space planetary base from the dark fog and set up this lovely little titanium crystal production facility using the organic crystals that are available here on the planet. Unfortunately, there's very little titanium available on the planet, so this is sort of the limit of what we can do for now in terms of using the organic crystals to produce titanium crystals. These should be shipping home, however. And if we figure out what we want to do next, I think ideally we want to go home and produce more, get started on production of Casimir crystals. However, I'm wondering if we shouldn't increase production of processors before we go. So I think we have a processor. Did we make a blueprint? I guess we didn't. No, we did. Yes, we did make this. So this requires 160 silicon ore, 60 copper, 40 iron, and 4 proliferator canisters. So if we take a look at our planet, there's a lot more silicon available here. So it might be worth it to do this. Let's head over and take a look at what we actually have. What is this? This stalagmite crystal? What are we using this for? Using this to make carbon nanotubes. Okay. Not sure I remember why we need carbon nanotubes. Hang on. Where am I going? Where's the current setup? Down here. Okay, so let's see. We're making a bunch of high purity silicon, right? And we're making iron and copper to make these circuit boards. Then we're turning those into microcrystalline components, and from there we go into processors. What was the carbon nanotubes for? Who's requesting carbon nanotubes and why? Okay, so we have... Why am I supplying carbon nanotubes to remote? That seems a bit odd. I guess just because I can, but they don't seem to be in transit. I don't know that we have a huge demand back home for that. What we do have a demand for is processors. We have 1,100 warpers. We're sending these crystals back home now. Oh, this isn't. Wait a minute. Yeah, these are going home. Now, why are these traveling in groups of 70? Local demand. Demand from local supply to remote. This is my interstellar. Oh, this is incoming. This is incoming from the other PLS. So once this hits 600, we should see, right, plus 70, right? We don't actually have an ILS back home that is demanding these, I don't think. I just saw a notification. What's going on there? How are we doing for power here? Okay, we are sufficient for now. But if I built more processor production, it would probably burn through some of this. Do I want to build more processor production to speed up the sending that's going to go on here back home? We have the warpers for it. I would need more power here, though. Not exactly sure how I'd get that. So regardless, we would need a location with iron, copper, and silicon. Let me take a look around here. So we have some there. What are we, how much are we actually harvesting? Looks like around 30 silicon veins here. So can we find roughly 30 together to build another 6 of these? Let's see, where's all the silicon? There's 15. Let's look around and see if we can find some more. There's 17 there. I'd like to find a group together if I could. There's 15 there and 14 there, although those are kind of, I think those are hidden at the moment. They're obscured. We could get these together with that copper. And then is there any iron nearby? There's some iron up there. Yeah, somewhere in the middle of this. Or where's the planetary pole? Actually, yeah, we could do it somewhere along here and pull in those 2 silicon veins, this copper and that iron. I think we could make that work. So we have a lot of the input lines over here. So there's, yeah, we have these 4 staggered lines. We have proliferator, silicon ore, copper ore, iron ore. Let me see if I can move this stuff here around and get these veins out. Let's well, the relay's gone, so we don't need this setup anymore at all. We can eke a little bit more power out if I throw a geothermal in here. And then if we reveal the veins, I actually don't want you colored like that. Thank you very much. We can mine this, right? I think so. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get some additional processors going on before we go home to make before we go home to make, what's it called? Casimir crystals. How far onto this can I go to actually... I can't get that last one over there. Yeah, I can't place this to get that last one. Unless, can I could like, I could squeeze it in here and get just that one. Seems a little wasteful, but it'll work. And then for you guys... I would like to get... Let me see if I can get just these. Let's see. Come on. I know you're in there. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna mine out all that silicon. I think I'm doing this. I think I've decided I'm doing this. We're going to increase processor throughput. We're going to need it for the quantum chips anyway. So I think this is a good use of my time. Let's see. And we're going to need to join that up over there. Let's start here. And bring you to there. All right, let's make sure the line is as full as we can make it. We'll use pile sorters to stack things a little bit. All right. One more should do the trick. Okay, we can go ahead and power these on for now. All right, so that's one set of silicon. Let's go set up over here to harvest these. Let's make sure they're revealed. Looks good. Okay. Of course, we have to do this in the dark because the light is fading. Why not? Let's grab those. And those. And come on around and grab these. And these two. There we go. That worked out well. Okay. So we're going to want to bring this down a bit. Or I'm not sure exactly where we're going to run these. We might run them all the way up to here and just extend the line. Yeah, so we'll go to the right here. Okay, let's do that. Go ahead and get this set up. All right. Well, you come down and around and join up as well. You can join here. Okay, all right. Seems like this is going to work. All right, so there's some silicon. So we're going to want to route it up here. I think the easiest thing to do is just to move the lines. Let's see, there's my organic crystals. So I think the easiest thing to do is going to be just copy this pattern, this layout, and move the lines over here. Now the problem is going to be this iron. So maybe can I come below it? What's the tropic band line look like? Yeah, we can get underneath it, I think. Just fine. So let's go ahead and set that up down here. Let's see. So if we go into our colors, I think we had something like, was it this color for... Let's see. So where is one of these start and end? They're 4 wide like that. Okay. Let's come here. Let's try to start here. Yeah, that looks right. Or is it? They're a little bit less than 4 wide. I guess it doesn't... I'd like to have it line up, but... Like, if I was going to place one down right now... How do I line it up? It lines up like that. So... This one's about halfway through. Yeah, it's right... Okay, it's right next to that processor. So we would want something like... that. And then... we just have 4 lines here to start. This is something else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And they're all going... Yeah, they're all going right to left. Okay. So let's do something like that. You're right on the first line after the edge. So we'd have a belt like... Oh, I need more belts. Hold on. I said we were going to do Casimir crystals. Looks like we're doing processors this episode, but it shouldn't take that long. Like setting up the initial belts and setting up the belts and setting up the ore is what's going to take the time. You go over there. You come up to another level. And you come up one more. Okay. So there's our 4 belts. Let's let our guys set this up for us. So if we're mimicking the structure over here, the lowest belt is proliferator. The second highest belt is the silicon ore. Let's see, where is the proliferator belt and where can we get some more of it? We can run it down here like this. Right on this line, right here. We can sneak it through. Yeah, that'll work. And a proliferator, a Mark III should be fine here. That'll provide enough, I think. Okay, so there's the first line. Then we bring all this silicon ore we've just mined up to this line. You guys are basically done. I'm not going to be getting any more Deuteron fuel rods here. So I wonder if I should actually pull this left a little bit. Let me take this out. Because I don't see us using this. I could fit one more in. No, it wouldn't have the... I don't think it would have... How tall is this? I'm not sure it could squeeze in there. Let's see. Switch this to... Well, hold on. So it's... Yeah, it's just 2 of these. Could you... Yeah, this would interrupt. So we're okay with what we have. I think we come down to the ground with this. So what's the closest place we can actually lift this up? Right there, probably? Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. That looks fine. Okay. So there's our silicon line. Let's get that hooked up. We're 20 minutes in, so yeah, we're not doing... I don't think we're doing Casimir crystals. I think I've decided I need more processors, so we're going to do that instead. Where's the other one of these that I made? Over there? Okay, let's hook these lines up. And we want to move them right up there. So this line's going to go straight up, which means we bring the other line over. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Let me get a little bit more belt going. Good thing I brought a bunch with me. All right, so this belt comes over here like this. Then heads up to join our friend at a T-junction. Let's see. Let's do that. All right, there's a bunch of silicon. We're making progress. Once we get the infrastructure in place, it's just a matter of putting it down. So we'd like to come up along this line, like right from here. We can do that like so. All right. All right, there's the silicon done. So what do we need next? Next we need copper and then iron. How much copper are we using? 3 miners worth? What is this? There's 14 veins here? All right, where's nearby copper that I can stick into this? Where we got some more copper. Here we go. 14 copper veins, perfect. So we'll grab all of this. Let's make sure it's all nice and visible. Okay. I think that's all of them. All right. I don't think for this line that we need... I don't think we need pile sorters here. I don't think this can output more than the belt can hold. That's fun. That little angle. I like that. Okay, they're connected. All right, there's my copper. Let's bring you... You need to go over, or back, rather. Let's get this side of it done. Because we need to go up here, which takes some space. Yeah, that's not far enough. That's not far enough. That one works. Okay. So we want to be on this side. I think that works. What's the right way to do this? Because we gotta hop over and then come back around. I think we have to go like that and then like that. Excuse me. Oh my. And then there's no reason not to line things up nice and neat. Let's have this line come like this. And there we go. Okay, so there's copper flowing in. Right, that looks good. Okay. Got 3 ingredients down. Just need 1 more. So for the iron, where do we want to get the iron? There's iron over there. Is there anything closer that we're not using? There's some iron there. Is 11 enough? Maybe? But we'd have to... It would be tricky to route. So maybe using these over here are better. Okay. So the last one, I don't actually know if we can get from the ground up here. Can I get to you? Not from there. What about from there? Endpoint must be horizontal. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. What if we come from over here, or rather back here? That one will work. Okay, so we can get the iron there. And then come down and like over this way. I think it's over there, right? We saw? Yeah, it's over there somewhere-ish. Okay. That looks fine. All right, let's go get some extra iron. Now, interestingly, this iron does not seem to be moving, or if it is moving, it's moving very slowly. I wonder if we have more than we need. Like, maybe I just hooked this line up, because, well, the blueprint says it uses what? I'll have to upgrade the conveyor belts and the sorters, but I can do that. That's not a problem. This says 40 iron ore for one of these setups. So that's 40, 80, 120 times 2 is 240. I think we have more than that on this line. So maybe I don't actually need to go very far. I don't think I do. I think I just pull some off of this. I think we can share. Yeah, I think there's no reason we can't share. Because a Mark III sorter should be able to do what? It's like 30, it's 30 times 60, is that right? Or no, not 30. A Mark III sorter does 6 trips per second per grid. Multiply that, but it does 360. And this whole setup only uses 240. So yeah, I think we're fine if we just pull off 240 here. How many are you making? If I just take you off of this chain, you've got 4 veins. Yeah, it's not quite enough. All right. Let's clear out this coloring. And let's just go ahead and grab some additional... Yeah, let's grab some of this. I think that's fine. There's all the iron ore I think we'll need. You're going to produce... Come on, select the thing. There we go. Yeah, 6 trips per second times 60 seconds, 360 ore per minute. That's more than enough. Okay, so... Next, we need, this needs to go a little bit further because there's 4 here. So we need another couple squares here. And then we're going to need an output line. But we're almost done, which is good news. Let's get the first one set up and make sure it works. So I think we need 2 squares of the gray. And that is, what did we use? This color? That's too dark. That color. I think. Does that match? Yeah, that looks right. Let's just do one first. So if I get you and we place you down, let's see. So you would be... I need to make sure that these sorters connect up correctly. I think you go like that. Yeah. And then the question is, where to the left are you? You're right. I think you're right there. And then we area upgrade. Pretty much everything. We exclude facilities, so we're doing belts and sorters. Is that right? Let's see. It all looks right. And then this is our output line? Yeah, that's our output line. Okay. Come back and fix that later. I think that worked. So, yeah, that looks good to me. Let me control C this. Let's update this recipe. So, the blueprint is, it'd be nice if you could upgrade a blueprint. New blueprint 08. Let me actually come to some empty space and put another one of these down, and we'll upgrade it again, and then we'll copy it to make sure we get exactly what we want. Then we'll just delete it. Okay. So it took me about an episode. No, it took me like 2 episodes to do the first factory here. Looks like I'm gonna get the second one done in less than 1 full episode, which is nice. It is we've doubled the speed with which we can build these, but it's still involved. It's not exactly easy. All right. Now the sorters are missing. The sorters are missing. All right. This was not actually what I wanted to do then, because I want to get the sorters. Let's see. If I come up here, can I, like, let me control C this. If I grab this and I get everything here, can I exclude these belts? I know I can click like one tile. Can I shift click to get rid of the whole belt? I want to get rid of the horizontal belts here. It's sort of hard to tell. Maybe the way to do it is to you select everything except those, and then go in and manually get the last little bits. So like, I want you. I can't tell if it's in now. It's, yeah, this is a little rough. Maybe I just live with the fact that I have to upgrade the blueprint every time I put it down. Like if I select just this sorter, it doesn't really show me whether it's working or not. It's hard to tell. Like the blue outline kind of works. It's very difficult to like, yeah, that's no good. I'm just gonna have to upgrade it every time I put it down, I guess. Or alternatively, what's the way to do this? I get it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it down here. We're gonna do this again. And no, hold on. I have a better idea. We're gonna build the belts that it would connect to. So, like this, I guess, and then up by 1, and then up by 2, And then up by 3. We'll build it so it connects to those, and we'll include that in the blueprint. And then we'll try to delete just those belts from the blueprint. Yeah, so we build this. It's not quite wide enough. I mean, I'm still figuring out bits and pieces of this game. Okay. Now we set this down. Like that, where it connects onto that, right? Okay, we do our big upgrade. Yeah, this'll work. Okay. So once the sorters are placed, they'll be there for the blueprint, right? So now I can just delete these. And we can copy this, and this is the new upgraded blueprint. There we go. Now I've got it. Okay. There it is. Okay. Now I've got it. Now I've got it. Now I've got it. All right. Let's proceed. We know we need a little bit more space over here. Oh, that's the wrong color. Let's get some of this down. What did I run out of? I ran out of foundation. That's okay, I brought more. I brought lots of foundation. Okay, let's push these out as far as we can. And then the last thing we'll have to do is the output of the processors themselves. I think something like that should be enough. Then we'll clean this all up and go home. Okie doke. That's starting to look... It's all coming together, folks. It's all coming together. All right. So, let's just place down a bunch more of these. Okay, so you're going to go right up to there. That's not quite wide enough. There we go. Looks good to me. Now the power poles are part of the blueprint, so all we need to do is connect one. Like this. And this factory should build itself. I'm gonna need the rest of my belts for sure. And probably the rest of my pile sorters too. How about you build locally, guys? They're running off to do facilities before belts or something. Not sure why. Yep, this is producing processors for me. All right, so it's not surprising the blueprint worked. It's just gratifying. It does take them a while to build this, huh? Still, very cool to see this massive factory be like laid out and then built so quickly. I think I was pretty satisfied the last time I used this blueprint. I actually don't know if I brought enough materials to actually fully build this. I think I did. But it will certainly be fun to go back to the mall and watch the swarm of bots that comes to fill me back up. Okay. 4 running. Looks like these guys are missing a little power. We can fix that. More processors. Yes, more processors. Delightful. I will exploit this planet. So here's where, like, drone construction speed and more drone construction drones would be helpful. Just to, like, get through this kind of a build even faster. Not to say that this wasn't built extremely fast. I'm very pleased with how this has worked out. Okay. Let's go ahead and area delete all of you guys. That seems fine. And then we'll clean up our environmental graffiti. Now let's see. Why aren't you doing something yet? Are we just waiting for you to catch up with inputs? Let's see. What are you waiting for? Copper? Why isn't the copper coming out? You're making copper. Some of it's going in here. But some of it should be going over here as well. There it goes. Okay. So you'll produce, and then you'll start producing. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Let's get a line for... I've got very little line left here. Let's collect up all our goodies. Oh, no, it didn't work. It didn't work right. You, I actually want to be flat. Got very little belt left here. Okay. Okay. Get all these T-junctions set up to connect our output. Got one more over here. And then we just have to put it into the tower and we're done. Okay, all we have to do now is get that into the tower. Right here. Yeah, we can put it directly in here, I think. So, let's see. How can I snake this in there? Where's the right place to do it, too? I think maybe we just come around and through. Yeah, that's probably the best way. Do I have enough? Do I have enough line left to actually do that, is the question. I will have used something like 3,000 conveyor belt Mark IIIs to get this done. Let's see. You can come up here. And then where do you go? You gotta hop over somebody, or... I think you're gonna have to... Yeah, I think you're gonna have to hop over. And then come around here. And then feed into the tower. Oh, it's gonna be close. I have 176 belt left here. Let's see. I think it'll do it. There we go. Okay. Now we're seeing some additional processor input. So we built another 6 factories. That is very nice. And if we zoom out, we can see we're taking up a good chunk of the planet making processors. Very cool. So I'm trying to remember now how much the output was. I think it says on the blueprint. 23.4 per minute. So another 6 of those, that's like another 140 processors per minute, which, since we're warping them home to another star system, means not only increased throughput, but increased delivery of throughput, because I have my minimum load of vessels to 100%. So this should hit 600 more frequently and send them home more frequently, along with these Casimir crystals. Okay, now we really are done here. We got to go home and do Casimir crystals next, which is going to involve figuring out how to get all that hydrogen and graphene together, because the Casimir crystals require hydrogen, not deuterium, which I was mistaken about last time. Looks like there's some rare ore somewhere that we don't have access to that we could use instead of the crystals, but it's the graphene and the hydrogen that we're going to have to figure out. Whew, okay, so... Not bad all told, I feel, to spend just one episode getting all this up and running. It took me, like, there were some problems with upgrading the blueprint. I couldn't quite figure out how to do that. Took a while to set up the ore, which I don't know what the right way to do that is. Maybe it just always takes time. But what took me 2 episodes to design and build the first time around took me 1 episode to double now. I'm okay with that. I think, like, eventually we'll get faster and faster, because... like, instead of sourcing that ore directly, I would have probably had a tower that just was part of a blueprint that sets up for this and sets up this line, maybe. Yeah, like one tower that calls in all the things. This line is already set up, and then we just throw down these guys here. So that whole thing could be faster, and then you would just need the ore in the system. Anyway, that's going to be it for this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. There is one more thing I want to check out, which is my... space configuration. There was something in a comment that said there were hotkeys for this, or this is the mecha panel. Statistics, mecha, replicator, inventory, detail display. No, we know what that is. So there's like a hotkey or something to summon these. Fleet. I don't see where the hotkey would be. I have 12 of 12. This is Unit A. Do I go into my combat interface? Oh, here we go. All squadrons. Launch, recall all fleets. Launch, recall Fleet 1. No fighters in fleet. Unit A. Available fighters. Hangar plus depot. So... all squadrons is set to... maybe I have to be in space. says 0 of 6. I don't know. Maybe I don't have this configured correctly. Like these, this is talking about, oh, switch to space. Okay. All fleets enable show fleet indicator. Ah, attack relay station. Okay. I think this is what I was missing. So if I click this, now my squadron should launch, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they're in the flight with me now. So there they are, at least. So how did I bring this up? I have to go into the combat interface. Okay, switch to ground, switch to space. All fleets. Okay. All right. So they would be available, and I could use them to attack the relay if I check that box. All right. That is not a particularly intuitive interface. So, like, I can even launch them on the ground here and they'll come? Yeah, they're like flying around the planet doing stuff. And if I have attack relay station, they'll do it for me. Okay, let's unlaunch them. Let's fold this in. Okay, so at least now I know where that is. You have to go to the combat interface. And now I've burned like another 7 minutes and made this episode super extra long. All right, that's really going to be it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.